What's happening? It's your comrade Stick, RBG Fit Club, salute. I'm here with my trainer, Scott Shetler, again. Q&A series, man. We getting it in, man. Today's question comes from Alen Basic from Bosnia, right? So he's lost 70 pounds. He's eating healthy. He's doing cardio, and he's hitting the gym. But he's got some stubborn fat around his stomach and his chest, and he wants to know what are some tips to help him get rid of it.
The old stubborn fat question. Everybody's got the hardest areas to lose.
Right.
You know, for some people it's the area around the waist, some people it's the hips and thighs, some people it's around the pecs. So we've always got those little stubborn deposits of fat that we can't seem to get rid of. So one of the things that you want to make sure you're doing is that your diet is totally clean. Because when you get down to that last little bit of fat, diet is really, really important. It's not like somebody who's, say, maybe 50 or 100 pounds overweight. They clean up the diet a little bit and just start walking, the weight just falls off.
Right.
When we get down to that last little bit, that stubborn fat, we got to get more strict with the diet.
I'm going through that right now.
I gave up on it, so I don't have to worry about it. So you want to make sure that you're eating clean,
Right.
drinking plenty of water, you know, that you're keeping the extra calories out of the diet, and you're only getting clean, healthy foods. So you're eating right, you're resting well. What can we do exercise-wise? Well, it sounds like he's doing a lot as it is. He's doing his cardio, he's going to the gym, and he's eating healthy, right? So he's doing all the right things. So how do you get rid of that last little bit of fat? What I'd recommend doing is looking at maybe changing the parameters of your program a little bit. If your cardio is strictly lower intensity, longer duration, it may be time to start adding in some higher intensity cardio, maybe working in some intervals and stuff like that. A great way to do it is to implement a sprint walk approach or a sprint jog approach. Go to the track, sprint as hard as you can for 30 seconds, and then walk or jog for 60 seconds to recover. Okay, you can maybe do try to get to 10 to 20 rounds of that in a workout. That'd be a great way to implement a high intensity interval workout. You could also do stairs and hills. You know how tough hills are, right? Find a big tall hill or a big tall flight of stairs, sprint up the hill, sprint up the stairs, and then walk back down as your recovery. Start with maybe 8 to 10 of those and try to build up to 20. That's another great form of high intensity cardio, interval cardio. So those are a couple ways that you can shake up your cardio workout. Now, as far as the strength training, if you're going to the gym and you're lifting the weights, maybe, we don't know what kind of rep range you're working in. If you're doing, say, lighter weights and higher reps, maybe time to start adding some weight to the bar. Because building muscle is one of the best ways to increase your metabolism. The more lean muscle you have and the less fat you have, the more metabolically active your body is at rest, meaning you burn more calories at rest, the leaner you are and the more muscle you have. Just a pound of muscle sitting there doing nothing all day is going to require more calories to sustain itself than fat. So build some muscle. Focus on, increasing the weights on your exercises, maybe cutting your reps down a little bit. Find some way to stimulate some development there. And when we say changing up the program, you don't need to change every factor of your program. I'm not totally sold on that whole muscle confusion where you got to do something different every time you hit the gym. You need some performance indicators, so you need to see progress in the lifts that you're doing. So just by adding weight, decreasing the rep range is enough of a training stimulus. Switching to a different type of grip or a bar or a hand position, anything like that without changing the parent exercise is enough of a change in the stimulus to elicit some type of new development. So making sure the diet's super clean, changing up the cardio if you're doing low intensity, throwing some higher intensity work through some sprint intervals or interval training, and then changing up the strength training. Start adding a little more weight to the bar, decreasing the reps, focusing a little bit more on strength development if you're doing a higher rep, lighter weight type of approach right now. And I think by changing some of those factors, you'll start to see some of that stubborn fat go away.
There it is, man. Extreme Performance, RBG Fit Club, salute.